Paradisus La Perla, an honest review of this all-inclusive resort in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. So what is going on, guys? So we are going to be doing a full honest review of the Paradisus La Perla. I'm going to be going over the entire grounds, what I thought about it, if it was worth the money, the food, the rooms, the entertainment, the nightlife, and don't forget to stay all the way until the end so we can take a view of how the beach was and some important information about the beach. So I had the pleasure of going to Paradisus La Perla for several days. It is a 5-star resort. So if you don't know, the Paradisus La Perla is a section of the entire Paradisus resort in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. It is a separate adults-only section, and it is all-inclusive. And the grounds were absolutely beautiful, guys. This, for me, was a representation of what a 5-star resort should look like and feel like. It was just absolutely beautiful from the minute that you walk into the main lobby and just throughout the entire grounds and main floor when you're walking in. Everything is just so beautiful, brand new, clean. I absolutely loved it. So much things to do, so many places to just go, sit, relax, get a coffee, hang out. I do want to say one thing, since you guys know that I work online, the internet is very, very good at the resort. I do get that question a lot in my videos about how the internet is, and the internet is included, and the internet was very nice. So the Paradisus La Perla is broken up into 2 sections, which is the reserve, and then there is just the regular Paradisus La Perla. Now that's something that a lot also of my viewers ask, and I get messages on Instagram and through email asking me what I think is best and if the reserve is worth it. So the reserve is an upgraded portion of the La Perla, and you have a little bit more of a secluded area, and you get access to 2 different restaurants with the reserve. Now, normally I do upgrades when I go to resorts because I like giving you guys as much information as possible, but I had already booked, a junior suite swim out, and looking at what I was really getting and the grounds, I didn't really, for me, think the reserve was worth it in a sense. When I walked by, the reserve area, it's just super quiet. There's not really much entertainment going on. There is a bar there with waiter service, but I didn't think it was anything that I wanted to spend the extra money on for the upgrade. So they will be asking you that when you get there. So the food itself, though, in Paradisus, I want to say for me was high quality, and it was a 5-star quality for me. Everything from even just at the poolside area, any of the food there, I thought everything was just super delicious, cooked very, very well for, kind of poolside bar food. The burgers, the tacos, everything was great, and there's so many different specialty restaurants. The one thing that I will say about the specialty restaurants, guys, and I always make it a point to let you guys know this, please make sure that you make your reservations before you even get to the resort. You can reach out to the resort via email or try to call them. Calling them, if you are out of the country, if you do not have international calling, may be a little bit difficult. But absolutely just reaching out to them and emailing them so you can try to get reservations before you even get to the resort, I absolutely recommend. I did not do that, and then but the first day I was there, I was like, I need to make sure that I get my reservations in, and you should do this for every single resort. The first day at any resort, you should be going to the concierge and booking all of your reservations for the specialty restaurants. But even at Paradisus La Perla, when I did that, there was so many things still booked up, and there was really not much kind of available, which I obviously immediately regretted that I did not attempt to get my reservations prior to getting to the resort, but I was able to go to the hibachi. The Peruvian restaurant was really good as well. The buffet, I want to say, for such a large resort, and again, because this is honest, for such a large resort, I felt that the buffet was very, very small. Now, did it have the basics? Was the food quality good? Absolutely. But I felt for a 5-star resort, what you're paying per night, as much as you can find great deals, I book everything through EXPEDIA. The EXPEDIA link is in the video description down below. As much as I feel like, yes, I did get a good deal for this hotel, I still think that the options at the buffet were okay. They had, again, the basics, but I was just expecting a grand buffet at such a big resort, and it just kind of fell short. And I do really want to say that, because that was one thing that was just a little underwhelming. But what was really good was the options. There was so many seafood selections, even for breakfast, the granola bars, the yogurts, the lox, the juices, the fresh juices, fresh fruit was still very, very good quality. So that is why it's not getting a worse review, I guess you could say, because the quality of the food, as I've mentioned plenty of times, is very good. But for the buffet itself, I was surprised to see how small it was. So I stayed at the junior suite, and it was a swim out. I absolutely loved the room. It was so big. You have your own little kitchenette area. You have a living space, a separate 1-bedroom that is connected to the bathroom, and there is 2 entrances to get into the bathroom. So I really just thought that the bedroom itself and the room, was just so carefully thought out. Everything was just so beautiful, so high end, so clean, and that is my biggest thing when I'm going to resorts, and what you would expect at a 5-star resort. But you will be surprised what I've seen over the years, even at some resorts that claim to be 5-star resorts, and unfortunately they were not as clean as you would expect. So I was absolutely just enamored and loved the room, where I didn't mind not spending time outside of the room and just really kind of vegging out and just enjoying the room and the space, because it was absolutely just super homey, super clean, super comfortable. Absolutely loved it. So I do really appreciate that. I do get the question all the time, is the swim out worth it? Is it not? So I've been to other resorts where they have a swim out pool that doesn't connect to the main pool, which I think is a little weird. I don't know if it's just me, and I know these are just little things that I'm nitpicking at, but my viewers are from the US and Canada, and if you are coming to a 5-star resort, you know that these are, just little things that make your vacation just one notch above being already perfect, right? It just absolutely makes everything kind of unified, solidified, that it is, you literally got everything and anything you can possibly think of at said resort. So with that being said, with the swim out here, I really did feel that it was worth it, because there is a wraparound for the entire pool area that brings you to the main pool. You can go and lap around to all of the other, swim outs as well. So I did enjoy that. I don't know about you guys, but I am a just very big swimmer, and I really do like to exercise and just have an active lifestyle. So I was getting up in the morning and I was kind of doing laps all around the swim outs. Maybe some people were looking at me a little weird if you saw me there. Hey guys, how are you? That was me. But, I personally really enjoyed it. If you don't know, I am Greek. I grew up in, going to Greece every single summer on the islands. Swimming is a big part of my life, so I really enjoyed it. The jacuzzi on, the balcony and the balcony itself, everything about the swim out with the balcony was just absolutely perfect in my eyes. And not only that, you just get amazing views throughout, the entire swim out and off of the balcony. But even if you don't get a swim out, the balcony on basically every single room has just really beautiful, just beautiful views if you are facing inward on the resort. Now, I do want to say I did not see what the rooms looked like on the other side where you're kind of facing outward towards the town, but I don't think that they had a lot of rooms that were with that type of view, but that's something to just look out for. Again, I don't really have a lot of information about that, but just something to look out for when you are booking. So what I really enjoyed though was that even with these beautiful views on the balcony, the nighttime vibes at the resort for me was just so top tier. I just don't know how else to say it besides that. I am a very just, vibey kind of person. When I go somewhere, it's not just about visiting, a place or staying somewhere. For me, it's about the feelings that I get, right? How I feel there. When you leave, the nostalgia, if you miss that place or not, right? So, that could be a little too deep for some, but it just really... everything, even at nighttime, was just really well curated and thought out. The light dimming, the warm lights, even the entertainment was just very upscale. I do want to say, and this was one thing that I did not, expect, was that they do not have a theater hall. So everything was kind of just done in the main lobby on the other side of La Perla, which I thought was a little odd, because every resort that I have ever gone to, they have a theater. And so you get a lot of nightly entertainment, which for me is something that I really enjoy. I like just kind of keeping the fun going all day long. So, that was kind of something that I thought was a little weird about the resort, and probably one thing that I felt it missed the mark. Now, does that mean that they did not have, nightly entertainment as you saw, and that there wasn't bars and disco clubs? I'm dating myself with the disco clubs, or calling it a disco, that there was bars and clubs for you to go drinking and dancing. Absolutely. They still had great entertainment and nightlife, but that was definitely one thing for me that I thought was just a little off about the resort as a whole. And if you are someone that really enjoys, having a scheduled theater list every single night like many resorts do, then with this resort, I just want to let you guys know you're not going to really get that. But I do want to say, regardless of that, I also do love just quiet nights, finishing the day with a nightcap. And here, at Paradisus La Perla, you absolutely got that throughout, the resort at nighttime with, again, those beautiful vibes. So the beach, let's talk about it, guys, because so many of my viewers are asking me on every single one of my videos. With the beach here in Playa, when I was here, the beach was beautiful. It was really, really nice, but every single day it was different. So there was days where the water was absolutely gorgeous and pristine and clean. Mind you, I was here in January, okay? So the seaweed situation really shouldn't have been a situation, but unfortunately it was. So you guys know, there is cleaning crews outside all the time. This resort really makes it a priority to have people out there every single day cleaning the beach as soon as the waters start getting you know, just really full of seaweed. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time.